welcome back to the channel. Let's put a grade on Barcelona's summer transfer window. And I know a lot of you guys might be thinking right about now, Michi, this video kind of reminds you of myself because it's a bit premature because obviously the summer transfer window doesn't end until September 1st at midnight and today's August 29th. So you would think, obviously smart people, not you because you're premature, but smart people would think Barca still have a couple more days to make things happen in this transfer window. You know, sell a player, maybe bring in a player, take advantage of every last day. You know, you get 2 months for a reason. You would think Barca are going to take advantage of every single last day of the transfer window. But again, silly us, we're not smart enough. I mean, definitely not you, but I'm not smart enough either apparently because Barcelona, according to Alex Pintarel, who reports for Relevo, a very trusted journalist in Catalonia, he says that Barca, barring any last minute surprises, are done making deals in this summer transfer window. It is finito. The players that you see now, Ferran Torres included by the way, are the players that we have to watch until January of this year, of 2025, because obviously that's when the winter transfer window opens. This squad is what the Flickinator has to work with for the next 4 months, and honestly, let's be honest here guys, for the next 10 months, because we know Barca's not doing shit of relevance in January in that transfer window. So for the next 10 months, these are the players that we're gonna have to root for. So with that being said, let's put a grade on this transfer window. What have these last 2 months taught us as Barca fans about the club? And actually, before we start, I want to give out a quick disclaimer because there's a lot of Deco and Joan Laporta dick riders that always find their way into my comment section. It's always the dudes that live in Maine or like Sacramento that learn Catalan because they want to be more ingrained with the fibers of the club. It's always these fucking tryhards that always comment on my videos talking about how I'm such a pessimist and I'm so negative and I have no idea what I'm talking about and I'm not helping anybody being so negative. It's always those people who think that I'm the worst Barca fan ever. And if you're watching this video right now, because I bet some of you guys are, and you think I'm going to be any different in this video to what I've been the past 2 months, then I would say you are wrong and you need to find another video to watch. Or maybe stick around here and comment comment some hate in the comment section. Honestly, don't give a fuck. But again, it's going to be no different. I'm actually going to be more pessimistic and more negative because this transfer window has been pathetic. And again, if you don't like it, that's fine. But I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you can go find another video to watch, or you can just go talk about it with your mom because honestly, I promise you, she cares about it more than me. And then later on tonight, when I go see your mom, I'll talk about it with her. You know, I got the mom joke in there. We have to do it. We have to do it. But anyway, again, if you don't like, if you can't appreciate anybody else's opinion, then I don't know what to tell you. But again, I wanted to give that disclaimer out there because this video is going to be no different. Okay, I'm going to be really, really critical of Barcelona because this summer transfer window has been as pathetic as I've ever lived through in my life being a Barca fan, and I've been a Barca fan for a really long time. You know, contrary to popular belief, I'm a die-hard fan of this club. I've been watching Barca religiously since 2007. So for most of my life, I've been following this club. And this transfer window, like I said, has been pathetic. And I could deal with the not signing players of need and maybe not getting a pivot and not getting a left winger and spending 60 million on a guy who fills a position that we already had covered basically. I could deal with that. But what I can't deal with is the lies from Joan Laporta. The lies that he told us throughout this whole transfer window because if you go back to the Euros, he gave an interview around like when the Euros were going on about how Barca are better financially. We can now sign players like Nico Williams. Barca are on the way back to the 1-on-1 rule. Barca are not going to get rid of any major players in this transfer window because we don't need it. You know, all those things that Joan Laporta said were fucking lies. If you go back and look at every single transfer target that Barca had in this transfer window, we got basically none of them except one, and that was Dani Olmo. Did you get Nico Williams? No, you actually got rejected by Nico Williams. Did you get Joshua Kimmich? No. Did you get Xavi Simons? No. Did you bring back Joao Cancelo at least, a guy that you already had on your team on a loan? Did you bring him back? No. So who did you let go? Who did you bring in? You brought in Dani Olmo and you brought in Pau Victor from Girona. Who did you let go of? So you let go of Mikel Faye for pennies in my opinion, obviously. A guy who was really, really promising and he's now off to another club. You let go of Vitor Roque on loan. Obviously a 2-year loan. You didn't sell him, but you let him go on loan. A guy who could have helped us this season because he could back up the striker who's 36 years old. And again, I'm not trying to get into a Lewandowski argument right now, but he is 36. It's just a fact. He's been playing well for the past couple games, but he's still 36. So you let go of Vitor Roque, okay? You let go of Okay Gundogan, a big player. Obviously, Joan Laporta said no big players are leaving. You let go of Okay Gundogan, who was your best player last year, on a free to Man City, and you couldn't even get a fucking swap to bring Joao Cancelo. Okay, so you let Gundogan go and you got nothing for him. You got nothing for Gundogan, and he was nice enough to surrender his salary. So again, one-on-one rule. Did we get back to it? No. Did the Nike deal ever happen? No. Did we sell big players? Yes. Did we get Nico Williams? No. So Joan Laporta sold us lies. He sold every Barca fan a fucking lie, and he's a clown along with Deco. They're both fucking clowns. Okay. Because I'm not making that shit up. Those are quotes that you can read from Joan Laporta on Fabrizio Romano's Twitter, the most trusted journalist in world football. He tweeted those out. I'm not pulling that shit out of my ass. Okay? So he sold those fucking lies. Okay? That's just the fact of the matter. And now let's go on to the pitch, okay? Because coming into this transfer window, what do we all think Barca needed? Okay, say it out loud with me, okay? Everybody, 3, 2, 1. DM, okay? Did you say DM? Hopefully you did. If you didn't, you're fucking stupid. But again, you're premature, so I'll forgive you for that. Again, Barca needed a DM, right? Did you sign a DM? No, you didn't. You were relying on Bernal and Casado, right? And that was looking good. That was looking like it was going to work. And then Marc Bernal, unfortunately, towards ACL, is going to be out for the rest of the year. So your backup plan for not signing a DM was relying on the youngsters, and then one of the youngsters, the most promising of the two, in my opinion, towards ACL and is out for the whole rest of the season. Okay? So you didn't sign a DM. Did you sign a winger? Did you sign Nico Williams? No. And did you sign Rafael Leao when you told you were gonna look to bring in Rafael Leao? Did you bring him in? No. Did Chiesa come? No. Cabra, did he come? No. So you needed a winger, you needed a DM, and you didn't sign either of them. Who did you sign? You signed Dani Olmo for 60 million. And the only reason why you were able to register Dani Olmo is because one of our starting center backs, Christensen, got hurt. If it wasn't for Christensen's injury, Dani Olmo doesn't play against Rayo Vallecano. And we're still trying to figure out how to register him. And that was, and remember, Joan Laporta said we're almost back to the 1-on-1. So, to me, that's really, really disappointing. Because the one player you signed for 60 million, that for Barca, 60 million might as well be 150 million, was a player who filled the position you didn't need. Because it's already kind of covered. And again, this is not hating on Dani Olmo, the player, because his debut was fucking amazing. He's a really, really good player. He's almost elite. He's elite, in my opinion. He's almost world class. He's really, really good. When he's on the pitch, he's nearly world class. And we saw it against Rayo Vallecano. But again, the money you spent on him could have been spent on filling another position. Because now, for the rest of the season, you're going to have to rely on who? Pedri and who? To play your DM. Frankie Young, who's injury prone as well. Marc Casal, who's also really, really young. Because Bernat is gone. So this transfer window for the most of it has been fucking pathetic. And people continue to defend Joan Laporta. I don't know why. Because he sold us fucking lies. He sold us lies the entire transfer window. Nothing. There was no transparency at all with the fans. Ever. It's stupid in my opinion. Ilkay Gundogan. Like that whole saga, you're pushing him out the back door because you wanna be able to register Dani Olmo, but then you can't even register him after you get rid of Gundogan, Faye, and Lenglet. Even with that being said, you couldn't even register Dani Olmo. You have to wait until Christensen got injured to be able to register him. How pathetic is that? It's disappointing to me. It's been one of the most pathetic and disappointing transfer windows that I've ever have to live through. And again, what is the optimism here? Where can I be optimistic about this transfer window? What can I say that I actually enjoyed about Barcelona's transfer window these past 2 months? Our number one target, the guy that we really needed, but you couldn't guarantee you could register him. So he stayed at his club. He stayed at Bilbao. Nico Williams stayed at Bilbao because you couldn't guarantee him to be registered for the first game of La Liga. And it happened with Dani Olmo because we couldn't register Dani Olmo for the first game of the La Liga season or the second game of the La Liga season. He didn't play against Bilbao or against Valencia. And again, the only reason why he was registered is because Christensen got hurt, and that's why he played against Rayo Vallecano and obviously scored a debut goal. Did you sign a ball-winning midfielder? Did you sign Mikel Merino? Did you sign Subimendi? Did you sign Onana? All these players that went to different clubs. You know, obviously Subimendi stayed, but Mikel Merino went to Arsenal. Onana went to Aston Villa. All these players were on the market. Did you sign any of them? No. Did you bring in a fullback? No. You couldn't bring back Joao Cancelo. You couldn't bring back Joao Felix even. And again, Joao Felix, I don't give a fuck about him. He went to Chelsea. God bless him. But again, it's pathetic, bro. It is pathetic. And anybody who thinks otherwise is, again, you have Joan Laporta's dick so far down your throat, you have no idea how to think critically. You have just no idea how to think critically. Okay, I'm not paid by Barcelona. Obviously, I'm not paid by Barcelona. I have no reason to sit here and glaze Joan Laporta or Deco because I don't owe them shit. I'm just some random dude that sits in his room and talks about Barcelona for fun. Okay? That's just what I do. And sitting here as a fan, because I am a fan, I don't have sourcing, I don't have anything. I literally have less than 15,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. So this is as authentic as it gets for me. I have no connections to the club. I don't talk to them. I don't do any of that stuff, obviously, as you guys know. So this is just me speaking my mind. And I think that this transfer window has been pathetic for the most part. For everything, actually. It's just been pathetic. Flat out pathetic. Because we were sold lies the entire time. Again, I can deal with the not signing a DM. It pisses me off, but I can deal with it. I can deal with not signing a left winger. I can deal with all that stuff. Even though I really can. But still, I wouldn't be as upset about it. But it's when you sell us lies. And people see those quotes from Joan Laporta and still find a way to defend him, and I really don't understand how. How you find a way to defend Joan Laporta after everything he told us that turned out to be a lie. Okay, so that's all I gotta say about the stretch window. It's been pathetic. If I had to put a grade on it, it'd be an F, or actually D, because Dani Olmo looks to be a promising player, but it'd be a D. Because the players you got rid of, Gundogan, Roque, Faye, were players that could have helped us, You know, and the players that you brought in, Dani Olmo, again, he's really, really good, but he doesn't really fill a position of need. I just hope that when Gavi and Araujo and Frankie de Jong come back, this squad can obviously play better, because we've been playing better thus far. But again, can you compete with a squad with the best teams in Europe? You know, we just screwed Bayern Munich today in the UCL. Terrible day to be a Barca fan, by the way. The transfer window is basically done. We're not going to get any more news about players coming in or out, and we drew Bayern Munich, our arch nemesis, our bogey team in the UCL. We'll see. We'll see what Hansi Flick can do. I believe in the Flickinator. I think he's going to do great things. But again, if you're asking me to rank the summer transfer window, it'd be a D. 60 million on Dani Olmo when you could have used that money to sign a DM, which we needed. Rejected by Nico Williams. Pathetic. But then again, that's just my opinion. That's just my negative dose of Barca. That's just me being negative for the day, I guess, if you want to call it that. Your daily dose of negative Michi, the worst Barca fan on the planet. I love every single one of you guys, man. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me know your thoughts on the transfer window. Let me know your grade for Barca and the transfer window down below. Peace out.